The other night I was talking to my buddy Barack, who also collects old Soul 45s, and he was asking me what records I had, and so I thought, why not do a quick tour through the 45s, and maybe this will be interesting to other people too. So here we go. And these are all originals. I think there might be one reissue in the whole crate. If I get to that one, I'll point it out. But I've got Sophisticated Sissy, Sophisticated Sissy, Sophisticated Sissy by the Meters. Beaufort Express, You Gotta Do Your Best. Funky DJ, Fried Chicken. I used to play this. I had I think they're all in here still too. I had like 3 records about DJs in a row that I'd played back in the early 90s when I had a college radio station. Cold Feet, Albert King. Great little sample on there. I love this record. The Backyard Heavies, Expo 83, Soul Junction. I'm actually in a band called Expo 79, completely unrelated to this record, but just fun coincidence. Detroit Emeralds, Baby Let Me Take You. Great soul track. Mustard Greens by Gentleman June Gardner. Sexy Mama by The Moments. Giacomo. My son's name is Giacomo, so I picked this up. Sugar Boy and His Cane Cutters. I have the 78, like the shellac, old school 78 10-inch record of that, but I got a 45 because it's not easy to play a 78. I've got a wind-up Victrola, but I'm not going to bring that out to a gig. Backyard Heavies, Chitlin Strut, and Humpin'. Backyard Heavies were cool. They always gave you 2 good tracks. Schoolboy Crush by the Average White Band. This is a cool record. Professor and the Efficiency Experts, I Gotta Stand for Something. I think it's pretty rare, too. I've seen this once in my life, which was basically this copy I bought. Searching for Soul, Jake Wade. Great break on there. In fact, that's a record I've always wanted to have a second copy of so I could go back and forth. It's just a really cool, snappy break. Samandi, The Message, Zion I, one of my favorite bands. Yes We Can, another kind of classic, foundational hip-hop break by the Pointer Sisters. Cash Register. This is cool. This was, Cold Fire is from the Kashmir Stage Band. And this was his solo. It's a really funky track. Also, I think, pretty hard to find. Jotex, Papa Was Too, classic break. This is another one of those 3 DJ songs. There's a DJ in Your Town by Samson and Delilah. I Don't Know What It Is by Ripple. Kid and Play made that one famous with their sample. Gwen McCrae, Rockin' Chair. This is cool. I got doubles of this. Marvin's Groove, BW Souls, just a real kind of poppy little beat. There's the other one. I got this. I've always wanted 2 copies of this one too. Sugar Billy Garner. I got some. I think it's a pretty hard to find record, but a really good record. A Trespasser by Bad Medicine. Another just cool Mirror Groove track. Easiest Way to Fall. Another doubles. It's another one of those kind of foundational, the ultimate hip hop breaks type of records. Be Thankful for What You Got. William Devon. We all know that one. Fire Eater. Another one I got doubles of. Really cool, really long, jazzy break, but it's got some it's a crucial jazz funk break, in fact. African Strut by Lynn Westbrook and the Explosions. This is a rarity, and I got 2 of this one. It's the original Synthetic Substitution. And there's the other copy. Both of those are originals. And then Impeach the President, another rare, cool groove. I got doubles of that one as well. There's the other copy of that. I wonder if I put this down, if this will be easier to show or not. Hard to Handle, Otis Redding. It's the Symphony. And here's the Super Jock, Ruben Bell. This was the 3rd. I used to play the songs about DJs because I'm a DJ set. Give Me Some More by the JVs. Don't Take Your Love From Me by the 3rd Guitar. Milk. This, I think, may be one of the rarest ones I have of all. The basic. This was a demo record put out by the American Dairy Association of Mississippi in 1970 to promote drinking milk. But man, it's just a funky, funky record. I love that record. I'd love to have another. I've never seen that again. I'd love to have a second one. I got 2 of these. Chibico's House of the Rising Funk. Another recognizable kind of classic break. Bertha Butt Boogie, Jimmy Castor. It's like a flea market find from when I was probably 12 years old or something. The Sad Chicken by Leroy and the Drivers. That's a funky, funky track. James Brown, Hot Pants. Rufus, Breakdown, Part 1 and Part 2. Both have cool beats. Slightly different beats, too, which is always nice. Jungle Fever by the Cha-Cha-Chas. Another record from my childhood. Kind of a probably inappropriate record for a kid to have, but I got it in a stack of records. 9th Street by 9th Street Exit. Funky, funky. Get Dancin' by Discotheques and the Sexolettes. I got 2 of those. There's a little beat on there. In the Pocket by the Kingpins. ZZ Hill, You Got What I Need. Maceo, Thank You for Letting Me Be Myself. Brothers Johnson, Get the Funk Out My Face. Different Strokes, I used to have 2 of these. I don't know where the other one went, but this is another one of those famous old breaks. But it's Different Strokes by Syl Johnson. Don't know where I might have given it away or lost it or broke it. I don't know. I still have 2 of these, though. I'm going to get you Joe Quarterman, another famous break. There's the other one. Here's Sophisticated Sissy again. This time it's Rufus Thomas doing a version. Hip Hugger by Booker T and the MGs. This is cool. This is probably one of the more recent additions. I got this a few years ago at a record show. I was selling records. The dealer next to me said, this is a record that sounds like Stevie Wonder on Angel Dust. I was like, well, I'm buying it. I'm not even going to listen to it. I'm buying that based on the description alone. And it's funky. It sounds exactly like that, too. If Stevie Wonder did some Angel Dust, he would sound just like Eddie Blackspeed. And it has a cool beat. A little extra bonus. Of course, I have a couple copies of The Champ by the Mohawks, which is just Tramp, really, but they call it The Champ. Famous break. Get on the Good Foot, maybe my favorite James Brown song of all time. Got a couple of these, Just a Groove in G by Wilbur Bascom and the Zodiac. Really cool, upbeat, snappy little drum break. Reach Out of the Darkness by Friend and Lover. My House is the Albee Square Mall. Think About It, Lynn Collins. We all know that one. It Takes Two. Got doubles of the Dynamic Corvettes. Funky Music is the Thing, Part 2, because Part 2 is where the break is. Another one I wish I had 2 of, Soul Brothers Testify, Soul Senders. This great kind of horn blast break beat, just dopeness. I got 2 of these, the Vibrettes, Humpty Dump. Real different kind of deep rolling bass break beat, but really kind of an effective, cool break. I'm Yo Boogeyman, Casey and the Sunshine Man. Another flea market childhood find. As You Think, So Shall You Act by the Chocolate Chips. Nice funky track. Black Water Gold Pearl, African Music Machine. Great stuff. Almost done here. Razor Blade, Little Royal and the Swingmasters. Cool groove. Go For Yourself, Kenny Smith and the Love Lighters. Just Keep On Scratching. Grandma Gigi. I used to have a little routine where I played that and I kept on scratching. Ooh, here's a fun one. Space. I've always wanted. Menzel made 2 records. I never found the other one, but I found 2 of these. Space Funk. It's cool. Grandmaster Flash used to rock this. It starts with like a backwards beat, then it goes into this funky beat, and then it stays pretty funky. But yeah, he has another record I've always been looking for. Rock Me Again and Again, Lynn Collins. Jimmy Castor, Everything Man. Popcorn, Part 1, Jimbo Jackson and the Violators. Somebody Gotta Go, Mike and Bill. Shakin' Finger Pop, Junior Walker. It's a cool track. Butter Toast, Dynamic Walter B and the New Breed Band. It's a real funky, fast troglodyte caveman. I love Jimmy Castor. When I was a kid, Jimmy Castor was was one of my favorites. Slurp, 7-Eleven. This is cool. This was a little giveaway at 7-Eleven in the 60s. I think maybe when they were doing Slurpees. I don't know if that was when they introduced it or what, but it's really fast. And it's cool because the snare is actually a straw sound, like a straw kind of going in and out of a plastic lid. So it makes for a different sounding break. It's fast. It's probably too fast to rap over, but I used to play it all the time for B-Boys. It's a great like breakdancing track. Another one, this is totally out of order. This actually goes over here. I don't know why it's over there. Yeah, I'm very fastidious about my labeling. Boom 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 by Tony Alvin and the Bel Airs. And then Sexy Coffee Pot is the flip side. 2 great tracks with amazing drums that I've always wanted doubles of. And then 2001, another really, if the other, either this or the Milk record are probably the rarest ones. This is Jules Blattner, 2001, Soul Odyssey. This is currently the track we open my band. We open our show with this track. So very important record for me. And then after that, it's hip hop records. So rare groove, break beats, soul, good stuff. If you like this video, share your collection if you're a collector. I'd love to see what other people have in their crates.